Workplace bullying has been thrust into the spotlight over the last few weeks. Jeremy Clarkson has left the BBC after he was responsible for an unprovoked physical and verbal attack on a Top Gear producer. Workplaces can be sources of tension and argument, but how can that be stopped from becoming bullying? Well, Linda James is the founder and chief executive of the charity BulliesOut. Hello, Linda.
Hello there.
So, I mean, obviously this is a pretty extreme case, isn't it?
It is, yes.
But there are a lot of different types of bullying ultimately within a workplace, aren't there?
Of course. And within the workplace, a lot of the bullying is very covert as well, very subtle, and might even take the actual bullied person a while to realise that this has been going on a while and I am being picked on here.
Because, you know, in most jobs, in most workplaces, there is banter. There is people sort of, throwing things about. But sometimes it can be taken by somebody that it is bullying, and other people might not pick up on that either. So how do you get that across? How do you create a situation, I guess, where that person feels that they can come forward and say, I'm not taking this in a friendly manner?
Yeah, we always say it's the same in the workplace. It's the same with young people at school. It's only banter if everybody is involved. As soon as it starts to upset a person, then it becomes bullying, especially if it continues. But of course, what we have to try and do is to raise the confidence and self-esteem of the people to say, whoa, hang on a minute, I don't want this to happen. You know, you need to stop this because I feel picked on, bullied, and that's where the issue is a lot of people remain quiet, especially in a workplace. They have mortgages, families. People are afraid to speak out for fear of losing their jobs.
And is there a responsibility as well, I guess, on other workers if they see people being what they perceive as bullied to actually speak up and do something as well?
Absolutely, yes, definitely. You can't sort of. For me as an individual, I'll speak personally. I would find it very hard to sit at my desk whilst watching somebody go through the trauma of being constantly picked on, without even, at the very least, having a quiet word with the others saying, look, this behaviour has to stop. And I really do appreciate, again, the fear. It's the same as young people at school. There is a fear that if you speak out, you will then become the person that they pick on, or you could make it worse for the person that's already being picked on. But unless people start speaking out, this behaviour is going to continue.
Because how do you deal with it in a workplace? Because people have got to be confident if they do come forward, whether it's happening to someone else or happening to themselves. If they do come forward, it's going to be dealt with, because otherwise, as you said, there could be fear making the thing. It can be kind of explained away a lot of the time as, you're being too sensitive.
Yes,
that's a real problem, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is. And again, I don't think anybody can be too sensitive. I really don't. If something is said and it's upset you, then you have the right for that matter to be dealt with. So they have a right and they have a right to be listened to. Nobody is too sensitive. Most people can take quite a lot of banter. They can take. Yes, most people can take the odd insult as well. And so for a person to become upset, it's usually gone on over a period of time and it's really hit the line.
Just briefly, do you think that this is now something that is taken very, very seriously in workplaces?
I think more work could be done, and that's across the board as a society in general. I think more work can be done, and I think we need to educate people, employers in schools, in general society, and I think we have to raise the confidence of people as well to come forward and say enough is enough. That behaviour is upsetting me and it needs to stop.
Linda James, thank you very much.
You're welcome.